You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. Hoping for an awesome atmosphere Saturday morning in Tiger Stadium, and I think it can be. I don't buy into very much the LSU can't play in the day. There's no denying that if this were a night game in Tiger Stadium, and it's not, so there's no reason to cry over it. If it were, that would create a better atmosphere. More people are liable to get out for a night game than they are at 11 a.m., although this is sold out, and I think there will be a ton of people there, and it'll be a great actual attendance crowd. The allure is the opponent. And as we talked about earlier this week, whenever there is a threat of losing, it creates general anxiety, and it always makes moments feel bigger. LSU has the threat of a loss. That's why when you walk into Tiger Stadium against Southern or New Mexico or even Mississippi State, the intensity isn't really there because you don't really feel like you need to play your part. In this game, everyone has a role to play. If LSU is going to beat Tennessee, they're a top 10 team and they're worthy of that ranking. Hendon Hooker is one of the best quarterbacks, most efficient quarterbacks in college football. He's completing better than 70% of his passes, 8 touchdowns in 4 games, and no interceptions. He's been fantastic. We know what Tennessee is. They're a team that wants to go fast. They're a team that scores a lot. But there's a lot of things that we don't talk about a ton about Tennessee that warrants mentioning. Yes, they score 48 a game. Yes, they put up 560 yards a game. And people talk about Hendon Hooker and the receivers and the pass offense. Nobody really talks about Tennessee's rush offense. Tennessee averages nearly 200 rushing yards a game. They've got 2 really good running backs. So they're not one-dimensional. If you try to play numbers, they can beat you running the football. If you try to bring pressure with numbers in your front 7, their receivers are good enough to win one-on-ones. They're tough to cover. That's why they average 48 a game. That's why they put up nearly 600 yards of offense a game. They're a really good offensive team. The other part is also that Tennessee's defensive line is pretty good. They allow fewer than 100 rush yards per game, 97 to be exact. And I know Florida did a number on them. And I think LSU has the potential to put up a lot of yards because they got talent. And LSU will put up yards and will score points. There's a lot of variables in this game, though, that I think you have to consider. Not only Tennessee's offense is just much better than LSU's. That's not like breaking news or anything. I mean, LSU's offense right now has just not been very good. LSU had to go play a road game against Auburn while Tennessee had a week off. As we mentioned, it's being played at 11 a.m. and not at night. A night game atmosphere would certainly feel like a bigger atmosphere than what you'll likely see at 11 a.m. tomorrow in Tiger Stadium. The LSU pass offense is one of the worst in the country. But Tennessee's defensive line has been very good as well. Their stuff rate is among the best in all of college football. 8th. That means run stops at or behind the line. 8th in the country as far as stuff rate. 11th in blitzes per dropback. These numbers are courtesy of Bill Connolly. Basically, Tennessee's defense is all or nothing. They're coming after you to make a big play, or you're probably going to bust them for a big play, which is why LSU's receivers have to do something they haven't really done all year, and that's step up in a gigantic way. If LSU commits penalties, starts slow, basically the things they've done in all 3 games against Power 5 opponents, they will lose to Tennessee, and it probably won't be very close. Tennessee outscores its opponent in the first half by an average of 21 points per game. But LSU finishes wonderfully. They outscore their opponents by more than 6 points per game in the fourth quarter. LSU can close, and if it's close, I believe they will, and they'll win it. I just don't know that it's going to be close enough for LSU to close that gap all the way. I think it's going to be a great game, and I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully LSU can make a play late to win it, but I am going to pick Tennessee to win 31-27. I think that's probably LSU's recipe in reverse to win a 31-27 type game, but I'll go with what right now I think is the better team, and that's the ball. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.